All right, everybody. Welcome again to another episode of Football Fan Talk. I'm your humble host, Big G.
It's your boy, Raider Mike.
And the young architect back at it again, man.
Yes, we're back with another action-packed one. We only had a couple games last week, but there's a lot to talk about within those couple of games. But then also after that, we'll get into a little discussion on running backs throughout the history of the game, and then comings and goings and coaching carousel in the NFL. But first, I'm going to lead it off, man. Those two games last week. We'll start off with the game that came on first. Ravens versus the Chiefs, man. Chiefs pulled it out again. You know what I'm saying? Old Patty Melt. Everybody was saying it's Lamar's year, MVP. You know what I'm saying? Chocolate is back, light skin's out. You know what I'm saying? But the whole Patty Melt pulled it out again, man. You know, as usual, Architect, you lead us off. What'd you think of that game, man?
Very disappointing and lackluster from both sides. It wasn't a crazy high scoring game. Both defenses did play well. I will give them that. Little scuffle before the game where Pat Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Justin Tucker was like chirping at each other or whatever. But you know,
did you see what you saw happen, right?
No, I didn't really see what happened, to be honest.
Well, they're trying to warm up in the same area. And, you know, kickers have that little stand where they use to kick the field goals, and Mahomes just went over and took his shit and threw it. You know what I'm saying?
Mahomes ain't no tough guy.
Mahomes trying to act tough. That's crazy, man. You're not your daddy, man.
He got busted his mouth by the field goal kicker. I'd have been laughing.
Hey, if Justin Tucker would have rocked him, that would have been hilarious. But I don't know. Offensively, neither one of these teams were specifically dominant. I will say Zay Flowers did kind of make a rookie mistake on that touchdown where he tried to hurt a potential touchdown where he extended and he didn't really have security on the ball. But you know what I'm saying? He did what's it called? He got it punched out on the goal line. That was kind of bad, but didn't seem like Lamar was really playing his game. As far as him using his legs a little bit more, yeah, he had 8 rushes for 54 yards, and you know he averaged 7 yards a carry, but it just didn't. It looked a little different. It looked like he was trying to prove a point almost. You know what I'm saying, that he can win a game throwing the football. When realistically, I'm sure he could, but in that situation, you know, I feel like go back to playing backyard football. Do what you got to do. Do what got you there. It just didn't seem like the Ravens were really having fun like I saw all season. And as far as the Chiefs, man, you know, ever since Travis Kelce announced he was with Taylor Swift, that man been going crazy. I don't know what he over there drinking, what she got him on, whatever. But you know, Travis Kelce was out there looking pretty damn dominant. I mean, you look at it, 11 catches, 10 and a half yards, almost 11 yards per catch, 116 yards in the tub. You know what I'm saying? Pat Mahomes only missed 9 passes that entire game, and he threw for under 300 yards. He threw 30 times and threw for under 300 yards. That's how I know. Like, this game wasn't all that. You feel what I'm saying? Because normally you see Pat Mahomes throw 30-plus times. He got about 320, 330. You know what I'm saying? And Lamar, man, he wasn't terribly inaccurate, but, you know, 20 for 37, that's not great. Not great at all, especially for somebody who's, you know, in my opinion, the MVP of the league. I don't know what it is with the Ravens, man. I don't know. I wish I did because I really was rooting for them. Lamar Jackson's my favorite player in the league. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully, whatever it is, which I really don't even know because, you know, it's not like they had a decent receiving core. If you match up these two teams on paper, in my opinion, the Ravens were a better team and they just got outplayed. When it comes down to coaching, I look at both of these coaches as like all-time guys, in my opinion. So I really don't know where the difference was. But, hey, all in all to the Chiefs for stepping up and shit. Pat Mahomes – is looking like he's gonna shit. He a top quarterback all time already, in my opinion. I don't care what nobody say. I'm not gonna say where, but he a top quarterback all time.
Well, shit, he's on his way.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right, Raider Mike, man, what'd you see out of that game last week?
Oh man, turnovers, two key mistakes by the Ravens that sunk the ship. Was like you said, the rookie mistake. He had enough time to just keep running. He didn't have to dive. He should have just kept running, lived to get to the next play. Gus Edwards would have punched that in from there, and they would have been good. And then Lamar Jackson, I just felt like he got caught up in what the man want him to do, pass from the pocket. Like I said before, do whatever it takes to move the chains, to score the touchdowns. I don't care if you ran 20 times that game. You have to win the game. And I just felt like they were out-coached. I just felt like the offensive coordinator got away from the run game, and they got into trying to be like the Kansas City Chiefs, throwing 37 times. They only ran 6 times. That's against a team that was number 27 against the run. Are you kidding me? They might be number 2 defense. Run the football on. You guys ran 34 times last week, and it paid off. I just felt like they got out coached. It just looked like to me it was one of those hey, they writing the story, they writing the script. So hey, this is what you guys gonna do, Lamar. This is what you're gonna do. I mean, I ain't saying that it is, but it's just I don't know. I might be wrong though. I could be wrong, but I was very, very disappointed because I do like Lamar Jackson. I like Patrick Mahomes as quarterback too, but I really wanted to see Lamar. I thought this was the year. He got one more, but he did get one game past, what he previously got to, but now he's got to get over this hump. And that was very disappointing to me. I just felt like the offensive coordinator did not utilize Lamar Jackson fully. It should have been after the halftime when T Sizzle came out of there. When he came out there, damn it, you should have went to that damn offensive coordinator and said, you better run this damn ball until they freaking stop it and run read option with Lamar Jackson and then get it through there. And I just felt like that's where it got away from them because they didn't run the ball enough. And I don't know, but I don't know what you think, Big G, but I was very, very disappointed. They got out coached, they got out schemed, that was ugly. That was an ugly ending.
Yeah.
What I got out of it. I ain't even a Ravens fan, but I was pulling so hard for them to just get that because I want to see old boy, you get it. You got an MVP, let's get a Super Bowl ring. But that's going to be on ice right now. Patty Melt probably going to get that third one sizzling. But,
yeah, man. I pretty much saw the same thing. I think Lamar just needs to get over that last hump, man, because it's rare when you see him where he don't look like he's in control. He didn't look like he was in control of the game. If you look, Spagnuolo, he got exactly what he wanted. Lamar threw the ball 37 times, man. If he's throwing the ball 37 times, they're not going to win. Although he was their leading rusher, he shouldn't be their leading rusher. You know what I'm saying?
He's been that since he became the starter, though.
Yeah, but if they could win with him as a leading rusher, but you don't want him to be the leading rusher. They were running the ball decently. What's his name? Humphreys? No, Edwards.
Gus Edwards, yeah.
Yeah, Edwards. He was, he ran the ball decent. You know what I'm saying? But they just stopped running it. I'm saying he ran the ball decent. He only ran the ball freaking 3 damn times.
Mm-hmm.
They only ran 6 carries.
So through the whole game, let's see, 11 to 13. Damn, they only ran the ball 16 times, man. No, that's not Ravens football, and it's not like the Chiefs were just stopping them cold. You seen they had some creases. If they had stuck with it, those creases would have opened up. But then on the other side of the ball, Mahomes played championship quarterback ball. I saw an interview with him where he said in the second half, his whole thing was, I'm not going to make a mistake. If he didn't see the play there, he threw it away. and he's like, our defense was playing so well that I didn't have to force anything, and I knew I didn't have to. So he just played smart football. He's just like, if I don't give it away, we win. That's why he wasn't ultra aggressive. And then I'm like, why the hell y'all ain't freaking covering Travis Kelce, man?
'Cause you can't.
11 targets, 11 catches. Man, you can cover that dude, man.
You can't cover Travis Kelce,
Yes,
man.
you can, man. There's been teams that have slowed him down a lot, which is why the rumors were going around like how he's losing a step and he wasn't as effective. You know what I mean? I mean, the dude is running like a 5 flat out there. He's not moving fast. I mean, but, I'll give him credit. He knows the creases and all that. But if you're the Ravens and they got one dude catching the ball all the time, as a coordinator, you got to figure that out. That's what you get paid for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's something, and
Take him out the game.
It's like the Ravens rarely get out coached. One thing I said before the game was you could depend on them not getting out coached. And in this game they did, Big Red didn't have to do much with the offense. They did just enough to get by. And then Spagnuolo did an excellent job, man, because the Ravens, when they do play Raven football this year, they've been putting up points. They've been in the 30s a lot. Their average margin of victory was 15 points. You know what I'm saying? And that's including teams that have been to the playoffs. So shout out to Spagnuolo, man. I'm surprised his name wasn't going around more as far as a head coaching job because
he don't want to go nowhere. He don't want to go nowhere.
Man, he's been working at Magic. Yeah, but still, they don't matter. They get retreads. You know what I'm saying? They don't care. Look at how many times McDaniels got a shot. You know what I'm saying? They give the same dudes a shot all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm surprised he wasn't a hot commodity. But in the end, Lamar, he got to step it up, man. I mean, that's all it is to it. Brock Purdy looked more like Lamar than Lamar did. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Raider Mike was saying, I don't give a damn if you have to run it 20 times because he could have ran it way more. There were some times where he had space open where he could have took off, just get those first downs. It frustrates a defense, and then you could run the ball more. You know what I mean? On first down, after you run, gas them for about 15 here, 10 there, even 7 or 8. Then you can, incorporate more runs. But, in the end, kudos to the Chiefs, man. They play championship football, and they know how to do it. You know what I mean? Shit, they going for another ring. So shout out to them. Next up was the 49ers versus the upstart Lions. There's a lot going on in this game, man. Raider Mike, gonna let you start this one off, brother.
Oh, that was terrible to watch. First half was lovely. I said they are beating the damn brakes off the 49ers. 24-7 at halftime. I said, okay, now what can they do to fuck this game up? What they gonna do in the second half to mess this game up? Hey, you know what? How about I just stop running the football and then going on? My thing is this, Coach. I get what he's been doing all year was working. He was a little too cocky on those fourth downs. I say if he kick the field goals, those 2 field goals, guess what? You guys won the game. Mm-hmm. Bottom line, 49ers was dead on their backs. They did whatever they wanted to the 49ers in the first half. Everything was working. And you know what I'm saying? So I mean the passes, everything was working in the first half. Second half, they changed their game plan. Why? Why fix something that's not broke? And we knew the 49ers was going to make some type of run that game, but it didn't have to be like that. It just looked like to me that Detroit forgot how they played in the first half and came out in the second half just non-aggressive and just making mistakes that they didn't make in the first half. Fumbling the ball, bad snap exchange. And Jared Goff didn't look as good in the second half. He was crispy in the first half. And, they had a couple of drops by Reynolds. 49ers, to me, after seeing how they defense got gassed the first half, how Detroit just rolled over them in the first half, they can be beat. So it's just going to take a team that's going to be able to keep their foot in the neck. and Detroit took their foot off the neck and let the 49ers get some hope and get back in the game. Because, they would have scored that another touchdown right after the 49ers went 3 and out when they first came out in the third quarter. Now, mind you, Detroit would have scored right there, game over. And if it's 31-7, ain't no way in hell they was going to come back.
Yeah.
And I was just like, is this scripted? The NFL got their teams who they want in there. We know how they doing it, man. We know how it's done. That just looked like they just laid down in the second half to me. They said, "Oh shit, the gods of the football gods say, oh shit, they kicking ass. We need to cut the power off, or we gonna cut something off." Like kind of like when he's getting ass when the 49ers getting beat in the Super Bowl against the Ravens. Remember, the power went out. Somebody cut the freaking lights off. I mean, I have, since young G was talking about these Lions, I said, all right, I'm gonna start watching them. I thought they was gonna win. You had me believing they gonna win, even though I picked the 49ers, but I was thinking, I said, damn, I said, architect, I said, God damn, I said, right about all these shit. I said, they kicking the four. I was laughing. I was like, they kicking the balls right now, and I was like, he was right. And then I was wrong. But that's what I got out. The 49ers won the ball good the second half. First half, they didn't do anything. Brock Purdy did what he had to do to win the game. He used his arm, he used his legs. Little luck on that one pass to
Ayuk
that got tipped off the guy's face mask. If you're not catching it, knock the ball down. Don't even try to catch it if you can't see it. You knock it down. Guess what? Now, and they wasn't gonna call no pass interference on that because it wasn't. You would have eliminated that touchdown. But all in all, it was a poor coaching job by Detroit. Second half, F. Offensive coordinator, second half, F.
That's why he's staying in Detroit.
Dan Campbell looking more like what's that country singer name? Glenn Campbell. He's a good coach. I get what he was trying to do, but against the 49ers and they get momentum and scoring, it's just kick the field goal. They lost out on opportunity that was theirs. That game was theirs to lose, and they lost it.
Yeah.
So
yes, indeed, man. Architect. Architecture.
I'm gonna take the positives from what I saw of the Lions. That they offensively, you know what I'm saying, they're getting there as far as them finding a true identity. I'm not gonna say that I feel like Jared Goff, he still is, he's a good quarterback for that situation still, I feel like, in my opinion. Granted, I feel like they can improve offensively. Maybe get an upgrade for Jared Goff in a couple of years or something like that, because I don't think they're going quarterback this year. I don't think they can, to be honest.
Well, they got heat.
Do you think they need to?
They got
no. That's what I'm saying. I don't think they need to, but like offensively,
what to say? It wasn't Goff's fault.
No, I'm not. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. It's not Goff's fault, but at the same time, you can tell when Goff started to lose his confidence. I think Detroit, they need somebody who's going to be confident regardless of whether they're up by 20 or down by 20. You feel what I'm saying? Because if you look at that, just the third quarter alone, they got the Lions didn't even sniff the end zone. They didn't score not once, not even a field goal. You know what I'm saying? Granted, yes, there were some not miscues, but like in missed calls as far as going for it on fourth down. They were 1 for 3 on fourth down, and I think that was the biggest thing. The Niners, compared to the Niners, who only went for it on fourth down once. But if you look at it, their third down efficiency, both teams were 6 and 12. So it was kind of hit or miss on both sides. I think Sam Laporta, that tight end that they drafted out of Iowa, if I'm not mistaken. Iowa is just chugging them out, boy. That's a good tight end. He's going to be a tight end to look at in the future.
Both tight ends in the games for Iowa.
Yeah, no, see what I'm saying? And then to Raider Mike's point, they also people forget they also do have Hendon Hooker coming off that ACL next season, so that'll be interesting to see if he can
Hendon the Hook.
because he looked real good at Tennessee. You feel what I'm saying? But back to this game. In the second half, the Niners outscored the Lions 27-7. That to me shows that Kyle Shanahan is a hell of a coach. When it comes down to coaching, Kyle Shanahan showed that, yeah, like I do this. Dan Campbell is like, Dan Campbell is trying to prove a point.
Choking in that Super Bowl against the Patriots. Shit.
Yeah, like Dan Campbell was trying to show his ass a little bit. He came in a little cocky, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? He's up at half. You know that speech he gave at halftime was probably crazy. Yeah, we're kicking their ass. I could just hear it. You know what I'm saying? So he was just kind of like, "Oh, we can cruise to the finish line." But you know what I'm saying? That 49ers, man, them 49ers, they are relentless. And I'll go back to earlier in the season when Cam Newton said that Brock Purdy was a game manager. This game, he definitely managed this motherfucker. He wasn't spectacular by any means. He definitely managed that shit because even with the pick that he threw, like it's not like the Niners were out here dominating, man. They only won by a field goal, and that's really because of a head coach. Now, granted, I'm giving the Niners their props, but I'm specifically talking to the people who have now tried to convince people that Brock Purdy is an elite quarterback. He's not. He is a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He's a good quarterback surrounded by some generational talent, some really good talent. You know what I'm saying? He has a really good team and a really good head coach. But Brock Purdy is by no means a game changer and an elite quarterback. Nah, honestly, I feel like if you put Jared Goff in that situation, he'd probably do the same thing, like if not better. But you know, I don't know, man. Shout out to the Niners doing their thing. Hopefully, you know, we'll see another. Well, I don't know. Fuck the Niners.
Give them some credit, but they don't really deserve, they really don't deserve that much, though, because
they really should have lost that game.
They should have lost that game.
I'm letting them rock. Congratulations. Yeah. I'm hating.
The thing is, man, Detroit, they was freaking pounding the shit out of the ball. They was getting 7-8 yards of carry in the first half, man. They stopped running the ball in the second half, man. Like I don't understand it. That like Ray Mike alluded to, man. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like a script was being followed or something because why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I had no words. I was sitting there watching that game. It was like watching two different games. And then as far as this whole Brock Purdy thing, man, if you put Brock Purdy on the Lions, they might not make the playoffs. You put Goff on the Niners, they'll do the same thing. That's how I look at that. I mean, the dude, he's smart enough to, let's say he's smart enough to run that system. He's just talented enough to make plays, you know, just athletic enough to run the ball when he needs to. But he's a smart quarterback. I'll give him that. But we see when he get rattled, we know what happens, man. Shit, the first half, he threw that pick. You know what I'm saying? You get him to tap dancing like Gregory Hines, man. He'll throw you the ball, man. So it'd be interesting to see when they play the Chiefs, man, because the Chiefs have a pretty good D line. So we'll see if Chris Jones will make him get back there and get the tap dancing like Mr. Hines. But like we said, kudos to him. You know, kudos to the 49ers. They're from the Bay, so you know there is that. But I've never been a 49ers fan, never will be. You know what I mean? But I do give credit where credit is due. They did their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Bang bang, nigga. Bang bang.
Chill.
Detroit gave them. Oh, they didn't do their thing. Detroit gave them the thing. And I'm staying on my side.
Ain't no way you're a Cowboy fan saying that shit.
Nah, Gregory, you do. I know you ain't supposed to be saying that.
I'm
gonna stay on my side of the block. I'm gonna stay on my side of the street.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it in a very respectful way. To me, that's funny that they even have that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, Well, y'all a gang now, huh? All right. Whatever, nigga.
They got game busted for a little while. So
yeah. But speaking of the 49ers, man, want to because we're not gonna pick the game, the Super Bowl till next week. Matter of fact, let's go into the comings and goings and hirings and some of these coaches and stuff, man. See what we think. We'll save this other thing for last. Architect, I'll let you lead off on this one, man. More info about the comings and goings of these here coaches, man.
All right. Well, I'll start out with this one. We all know who Don Shula is, right? I'm saying coached the 72 Dolphins to an undefeated record, correct?
Undefeated.
Undefeated. Well,
Don Gula.
His grandson, Chris Shula, just got promoted to the defensive coordinator of the Rams after Raheem Morris got hired by Atlanta. So, keeping the family legacy alive as far as coaching and whatnot.
Well, it's all nepotism running all through the NFL.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We're
looking at it now. One of the big ones, Kyle Shanahan. I mean, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So, that was one. The Patriots hired the Browns. I believe it was the Browns offensive coordinator, Alex Van Pelt, to the same position. The Seahawks.
So hold up. The Patriots hired the Browns OC?
No, Yes. The Patriots hired the Browns OC. Yes.
For what?
Alex Van Pelt.
What about the Browns offense is so exciting to make you want their offensive coordinator?
They can run the ball. Hey,
like I said,
ask Gerard Mayo, man.
Next.
Let's see. Oh, the Seahawks, they took one from the Ravens. They hired Mike McDonald.
Mike McDonald. Yeah.
However you say his name. Whole lot of Mike Mix in the league now.
I know.
Yeah. Mike McDonald.
I really
hired him as the head coach, right?
As the head coach, yes. I really don't know much about him. I mean, obviously the Ravens defense did look good this year. Maybe the Seahawks are going to look good, looking to be more defensive team coming into next season. I don't know. Curious to see who they bring in as offensive coordinators and such. Obviously, the big one, Dan Quinn, went to a division rival in the Commanders, which I don't know why they didn't hire Eric fucking Bieniemy. Like, why can't this man get a damn job, man? I don't get it.
There's something going on there, man. I mean, we said it last time. I think his interview process, he must not interview well, but besides that shouldn't matter. You know what I mean? Because at this point, he should have a chance. Somebody should give him one chance. You know what I mean?
I agree. I think I look at it like this. You saw how Kansas City looked at the beginning of the year, and you saw how Washington looked. Washington was looking, granted, they were streaky, but Washington and overall is a terrible organization. But Eric Bieniemy had Sam Howell looking really good. I'm not going to say great. Yeah. Really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you mean to tell me this man can't lead a team? I don't know. Maybe it's something in his past. Did he do something when he was in Colorado or something? Like, I'm confused.
We did get into one little thing out there. Remember that a long time ago when he got into.
That's what I'm saying. Are they still hanging out over his head?
A long time ago. That ain't got nothing to do. That ain't got nothing to do with this man.
Oh no, something. This man, Mike Tomlin, hired goddamn Arthur Smith as his new offensive coordinator.
Atlanta's fired coach.
Oh, okay.
He just got fired from goddamn Atlanta, and he got a job not even 2 weeks later. You feel what I'm saying?
I guarantee you, Tomlinson, that was an organizational hire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think
that wasn't him. He don't the only person.
He didn't say, "Let's go get Arthur."
No. I think the only person he really had.
It's like, hey, Mike, you're gonna have Arthur.
I know that's what I don't like about that.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
None of his coaches.
Yeah.
Oh, the new Panthers head coach, Dave Canellis, he basically was saying, like, I don't care what the hell we do. We're building around Bryce Young. You know what I'm saying? Which is, good for him because, I mean,
I'm going to say good for him, man. I don't think he's the problem. They just need to surround him.
That's basically what he said. He's like, Bryce isn't the problem. We're going to build the best team we can around him, which I like to hear that. I like to hear that from a new head coach who obviously that's not his guy, but he's embracing him wholeheartedly.
Good. Very good. I mean, what other choice do you have? Otherwise, you're setting your organization up for failure if you just like, You don't like him. You're not going to build around him. You know what I mean? You're going to do him. Speaking of well, I say you're going to do like the Redskins did RG3, but you heard of those.
Or no, like they did Jamarcus Russell, like that old booty sniffing chicken.
Man, you heard what
Jamarcus did some stuff.
No, what Gruden do?
You heard what Gruden said about Gruden was talking about RG3.
No, what did he say?
What did he say?
He's like, not John Gruden, his brother.
Jay?
Jay Gruden was like, hell yeah. He said, what did he say? He said, we didn't want you, the Browns didn't want you, Ravens didn't want you. So, because I guess RG3 said something, and RG3 recently raced like some chickens or something like that. And he said, well, why don't you go back to racing chickens? I was like, God damn. Yeah, man.
All right.
Let me see if I can pull it up. But yeah, he went in on him, man. You can go ahead and continue, G. I'm gonna try to find that.
What kind of coach was he? Sure. He was shitty as all.
Let's see. Oh, who the hell? Hey, who's Ken Dorsey? I've heard that name before.
He used to play for the Miami Hurricanes / 49ers.
Yeah.
He's the new
49ers, and he was nothing.
I guess he was the Bills offensive coordinator. He's the Browns
offensive coordinator.
He's the Browns offensive coordinator now.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, Vic Fangio and Kellen Moore are both on the Eagles. I really don't know.
Yeah, that's right. Kellen Moore. He was only 1 year the OC at the Chargers, but then again, they fired the coach. So like, you got to go too, buddy.
Yeah.
And he going to the Arch, then he going over to the Eagles, and he just was a Cowboy.
Yeah. Jay Gruden said Kirk Cousins was better than you. He said
that's cap.
He said you weren't good enough. Kirk was better than you. Cleveland didn't want you. Baltimore didn't want you. Quit blaming me. And then he said, and go race a pigeon, because RG3 raced some pigeons or something.
But that's the thing. But that's the great. That's
the reason why he didn't get what happened.
They forced him back into injury early.
He did not protect him. They didn't do nothing to.
They didn't do nothing for him, bro.
They ran him into the dirt, bro. They ran that man into the ground.
And it was all because it's literally all because Dan Snyder was like, I want RG3.
Yeah, it was because they didn't want him, and then they set him up for failure. There's like
they did that on purpose, though.
You want him, huh?
I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, they did that on purpose, and I felt like that was BS. I'll never get another.
He's trying to skate up out of there. He's trying to skate up out of there and make it RG3's fault. It's like, nah. What do you mean he wasn't good enough? He was offensive rookie of the year.
No, you know what I'm saying? He set like the offensive rookie record or some shit. Like,
man,
you let jump to the playoffs.
Bro, RG3 was saucy, man.
How does glitter turn into red? How does glitter turn into mud that fast?
Well, you got a fucked up coach.
Yeah, he didn't want him there. I'm just trying to
set him up for failure, man.
100%. 100%.
Kirk Cousins was, if you would have had the proper coaching and the offensive line behind RG3, we wouldn't be talking about Kirk Cousins right now.
No, because if you look at it, you see when Kirk Cousins got there, when they gave Kirk Cousins the job, I should say, all of a sudden the line's blocking better. You know what I'm saying? They go make a couple of better signings and shit. Like,
yeah, because they created a scheme that fit him with RG3. Mm-hmm. They was like, oh, he won them. They ran the college shit. They could have incorporated it like how Harbaugh did with Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? If he had that kind of offense, bruh, we talking differently.
We're talking real different.
RG3 was a world-class sprinter. You know what I'm saying? That man had Olympic speed. And that man had a hell of a damn arm. You know what I mean? The only thing about RG3, man, elephant in the room. Nah, I ain't gonna use a C word on him. He was a bit let's just say whitewashed. You know what I'm saying?
Didn't him and his dad say something about like he wanted to be like Peyton Manning or some shit?
Yeah, he his personality is a little different. A lot of the black commentators and stuff, they make fun of him. You know what I'm saying?
He corny.
Yeah, he got a little corn. Got a lot of corn dog in up in, you know what I'm saying?
But cornball, but I mean, shit, I don't knock him for being a good athlete. That didn't take away from his football ability.
His personality rubbed people the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the coaches set him up to fail, and the players didn't necessarily stick up for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's something to say. You got to have a little swag about you, man. You got to be, you know what I mean? And then, I ain't going to get personal. You know what I'm saying?
How, you seen Undercover Brother, right? Remember when he cut his hair and like he went to the corporation? Like, that's RG3. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. RG3, let's just say he's not going to put hot sauce on his chicken.
Hot sauce on my chicken. God.
But you know what? Still, again, world class athlete, hell of a quarterback.
Man,
but
he was my favorite at that time. He was my favorite quarterback, man.
Well, Mike Shanahan had him balling until he tore his knee.
He had a lot of potential, man.
I specifically just remember Thanksgiving Day against the Cowboys.
Yeah. What do you remember about that? I don't remember.
RG3 was tearing y'all up. Hey, for them like first 2-3 years, he was tearing y'all up, boy.
He was saucy, man. He had action.
He did. That's when he had Santana Moss. He had Pierre Garçon, Alfred Morris. Like he had some. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
but anyway, shit.
Let's move on. Yeah, some more coaches.
yeah. Another one.
I want to get to this little discussion after this.
No, for sure. And then obviously just a couple hours ago, the Raiders officially made it official. They brought in Cliff Kingsbury as their new offensive coordinator, which.
All right, as Raiders fans, you guys like that or you don't like it?
I like it. I think it's a breath of fresh air. I think he could be able to. Well, then if he's gonna bring him in, he must be. We bringing in Justin Fields, or we're bringing in somebody like Justin Fields. We're gonna go after Caleb Williams.
This is the thing with Cliff Kingsbury. The thing that they say about him, he hangs his defenses out to dry. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna have to. Of course, he's an offensive genius. You know what I mean? He's in that ilk. He's from the Mike Leach tree. You know what I'm saying? I always like Mike Leach's offenses. So he's from that tree. So y'all gonna score some goddamn points. Ain't no doubt about that. But
we don't want to score them too fast.
You got to incorporate some runs up in there. Y'all got a great running back too. You're gonna have to incorporate.
We got to sign him first. Shit.
They gonna sign him.
They better give that man his money, man. You know what I'm saying? Give him that paper, even though the Raiders y'all the most cash poor team in the NFL, but y'all better pay that man.
Yeah, but that's a good sign.
I like it. If he got to incorporate the run, otherwise you're gonna be like Kellen Moore. They got him out of Dallas because he wasn't running enough. At Chargers 1 year and gone. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not scared of him being on the Eagles. So I'm like, yeah, go ahead and take him, man. We know this guy. You know what I'm saying? And we know that guy, and we know your coach. We know your coach. You know
y'all know they D coordinator too, and fucking Fangio, right?
Talking about old Mr. Ford. I'll tell you, coach.
I don't know. In all honesty, with the Cliff Kingsbury hire, I feel like like Raider Mike said, it's a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? Compared to the other coordinators we've had, I would say he could probably be one of the better ones.
He was better than Josh McDaniels. The dude that we just had was better than Josh McDaniels. We just threw him in the service.
He did better than Josh McDaniels did. I love having innovative coaches. And he's an innovative coach, man. So you guys could always have faith that, okay, we're always going to be in the game because we don't have a coach that's just like, going to run the ball. Oh, third down, pass the ball. This dude, he got some schemes. He going to scheme some stuff up.
I liked the Cardinals, like the Cardinals little offense with the RPOs and whatnot and like that. A couple trick plays here and there. I like
quarterback though, man.
Yeah, we're gonna have to.
We're getting a quarterback. We're getting. Look, hey, look, our quarterback gonna have some melanin next season. Watch.
Y'all need some.
Y'all need some soul. There's two quarterbacks that can fit.
Like Jerry Jones says. Jerry Jones, hey, I need some glory. I want some glory hole.
Hey, look, I'm telling you right now, our quarterback is either going to be my skin tone or lighter. You know?
Yeah, I think so, man.
Or it might be my skin tone.
I'm about to say your skin tone or darker.
Might be Penix.
Nah.
Penix could run that offense.
He could. I don't know. We'll see. But Penix, I'm thinking because Caleb light skin, Justin light skin. The only dark one is Michael, because even Jaden Daniels, You about my skin tone. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Penix.
Hey,
Well,
they
even
said
Jalen, we
Penix.
can either one of them quarterbacks will work.
I saw the one of the scouts was looking at Michael Penix. It was like the reason why he throws in the rain so much. They said that man's hands is freaking huge. Like he's got the biggest hands out of any quarterback coming out. So when it rains and he throws the ball in the rain, man, he can control it. So and plus he already got that pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
just seen that.
I mean, honestly,
man.
The only thing with him is the injuries and y'all know me. You know me. I like throwing down on college football games. So I know all these college kids that come out, man. I watch people just now getting up on Penix last year.
You watched him at like Indiana, didn't you?
I watched him play for Indiana. You know what I'm saying? And when he was at Indiana, that man would go in and play good against Michigan when they were totally outmatched. Good against Ohio State. They just didn't have the players, but shit. Like when they go on the road, of course, they get whooped because it's Indiana versus, Michigan and freaking Ohio State, whatever. When they come to Indiana and they go in there, Penix was throwing in. He was putting it up. So when I saw him go to the Huskies, I was just like, oh, that's a good move. You know what I mean? And going to the NFL where everybody's going to be the same talent level, shit, coming out, he'd probably be the best quarter. He might be better than Caleb Williams, man. Don't be surprised. I mean, Caleb Williams.
I say confidence-wise, I like Penix more than Caleb Williams.
He's more mature, and this is the thing. He's more accurate. He's more mature, but then also
he a lefty.
The guy, he has way more poise in the pocket, man. That dude, he can move like Aaron Rodgers don't necessarily run, but he knows how to move within the pocket just a little bit to get his throws off. Whereas Caleb Williams might be more apt to run outside the pocket and try to throw the ball. Freaking Penix and go deeper into the pocket, find a space to throw the ball.
Penix not afraid to take a hit.
I've noticed that too, BG. I've been watching him.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what he does.
So shit, he might be there for y'all, get a little taste.
Yeah. We honestly, to get a quarterback, the Raiders are gonna have to trade up. I think they're at 12 right now. So.
Okay.
13.
He might slip. He might slip because everybody liked all the other little cats they like.
Yeah, because
I hope Drake May go top 3. I really do. I hope Drake May go top 3.
And take Drake May. Somebody gonna make that mistake. You know
what I'm saying? Washington or the Pats? Because you got the Bears at 1, Washington or the Pats or Washington at 2.
Who's the North Carolina quarterback? All right, Trubisky was the first one. Jay Howe. Wasn't there another one?
North Carolina?
Yeah, I almost get the other dude, but I tell you what.
Keep on tricking me.
Jared Mayo is going to take Jalen Daniels, LSU.
No, he taking goddamn Drake. He taking Drake May.
Watch.
I'm telling you.
Hey, we gotta see if they give him some control.
Don't forget. What's it called? Quarterback from Michigan, McCarthy. He coming out. He's not a top quarterback. But I know somebody's gonna reach.
Well, he better not reach before Penix, before him.
Man, we're gonna see, man. Well, let's jump into this next topic. I'm a little juiced about this one, man. Because I had a discussion with someone recently, and they were telling me that McCaffrey is a top 10 running back of all time. Not white running back, just running back.
Just running back in general, right?
I was like, motherfucker, are you smoking crack? You know what I mean? I will give him this. I would have to say, I've been watching football. I'm 53 right now. Been watching football since I was about a good 6 or 7 or 8. You know what I'm saying? Where I started with my Tony Dorsett, Roger Staubach journey. And I will say he's the best white running back I've seen, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the best one I've seen with my eyes. I've heard about the Jim Thorpe's, although Jim Thorpe's supposed to be a Native American Indian. But I seen Larry Zonka. Larry Zonka is what it is. He's just going to try to run.
Mike Allstott was a fullback.
Mike Allstott was a motherfucker, though.
He's a fullback, though. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, but he had the best balance I ever seen in my life. Ain't nobody
because he had that damn neck roll that went up here. He's gonna fucking tip over.
Hey, that makes it harder to stay on balance, man. Mike Allstott's balance was immaculate.
He was.
You know what I'm saying? Then you got John Riggins. He was good. You know what I'm saying?
He won a Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it won at
like
least two.
Two.
It won two. Yeah.
Okay.
Rocky Blyer, from Mike back in the day when you was a Steelers fan. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I'm saying. G, you ain't heard
Blyer was the bad knees. I mean, but like I said, but I can always correct that the first team was the Raiders. And that's the honest to God truth. So I just did what Dre Mims, my boy, God rest his soul, he kind of persuaded me to move. And then I moved back because I knew that was what I was supposed to. I knew where my heart was. So but Rocky, if you want to know, you forgot about one other running back that was raw. Craig James, the Pony Express.
That's what I'm saying. Craig, I was about to say the best running back I saw with my eyes was Craig the Pony James.
Yeah, I thought he was real nice. He was nice.
Craig James was a white man. That sounds like a black. That's a black.
It does, but he was raw. He was at Eric Dickerson with Eric Dickerson at the same time. They called him the Pony Express.
Was that the?
He was fast too.
SMU. That's the college. SMU's the college that had all the sanctions, right?
He was the first. Yep, it was. He's the first person that I remember retiring from concussions because he kept just getting too many concussions and he retired. But then, who was the best 49ers white running back before McCaffrey?
Shit, well, you ain't talking about no Bill Rink, no Rathman.
Yeah,
he's a fullback though. It's got to be Rathman. It's got to be
fullback. Rathman was tough.
It's got to be Rathman.
Yep, Rathman was tough.
Tom Rathman, you got to give it to him. Out of Nebraska, you got to give it to him.
Yep. Then you had Merrill Hodge, Peyton Hillis.
Peyton Hillis was a one-off.
Hillis was wrong. Just too many.
He had like one good fucking season.
And that was it. Got injured.
Yeah, the hell of a backfield though was Hillis, McFadden, and somebody else,
and that dude that played for you guys, Jones, that running back.
Jones. Yep.
What's his name?
Felix?
Not Thomas Jones. It was not Thomas
Felix Jones, right?
Felix Jones. Because him and
So those are the white ones. I would say. I'm not going too far back to.
No, he's the best white running back of all time.
He's best.
Yeah.
But I'm going to name
some brothers.
20 black running backs.
20? Okay.
I'm name 20. We can run through them fast. If y'all want to stop and talk a little more about some than others, we can. To either give me a yes that he is, or no, he's not better than. All right, about to start it off.
Jim Brown shit.
Barry Sanders.
Hell no.
Jim Brown.
No.
Walter Payton.
No.
These are players I've never even seen play.
Eric Dickerson.
No.
Gale Sayers.
Hell to the no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no. Yeah, I don't.
Gale Sayers.
You never seen Gale Sayers play, Greg?
I've seen highlights.
Look at some highlights. He's the best running back I ever seen run in the mud.
He tore his ACL before they had recovery from ACL.
Got you.
You know what I mean? If his career is cut short and he still made the Hall of Fame just for how raw he was.
All right.
7 years.
Yeah. Bo Jackson.
No.
Marcus Allen.
No.
Nah.
Marshall Faulk.
No.
Tony Dorsett.
No.
Earl Campbell.
Hell to the no.
Nah.
Thurman Thomas.
No. Thomas. No.
Thurman was on that Bills team, right? That went 4 years ago.
Edgerrin James.
No.
Hell no. I remember. See, now you're getting my hair.
Get to the edge. It was raw.
Gonna throw it back on this one though. The Juice, O.J. Simpson.
Hell no. I don't care what O.J. did.
I don't care what he
Look, OJ
wasn't he like one of the first to 2000 or some shit?
He was the first.
See, well, there you go.
He did it in 14 games. He did it in 14 games though.
Yeah, 14 games.
That's why his is still the most impressive.
Talk shit about him, he'll split your throat too.
Well, he had to have AC. That I think that was.
LaDainian Tomlinson.
No.
And he holds the record for most in the season. Most touchdowns. No.
Most touchdowns.
Marshawn Lynch.
No.
I mean,
we talking about pure running back.
Pure running
We
back.
talking about pure running back.
Straight running back. Okay,
No.
Adrian Peterson.
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely not.
Nah, kids.
Terrell Davis.
No. Just cut
That's
short from
that's the running back for the Broncos, right?
Yeah. Terrell Davis was raw.
No.
Emmitt Smith.
No. Why you have
Emmett
so far back?
Although
Gregory?
I will say Emmett did benefit
so far back
because, man, I just because I was just like, they're gonna think I'm being a homer and shit.
No, they ain't being a homer. Emmitt Smith is clearly in the top 10.
I like Emmitt Smith. I
clearly
wholeheartedly
top
don't believe
10
he's
Greg.
better. But I will say Emmitt Smith benefited like hell playing behind that goddamn Cowboys.
The Great Wall of Dallas.
Yeah.
Shit. I could have ran for 1,000.
You know what I'm saying?
I can hit behind from Mark 2 and A or hit behind Eric Williams.
That's exactly why I did not, put him up higher, because I knew that would be more of a debate.
No,
because of
but you want to tell you
that Dallas line.
Let me throw this at you though, Greg. Let's just throw Emmitt's total game compares to Walter Payton, because Emmitt could block, he could catch the ball,
Emmitt was tough
he
as
could
hell.
run, he could throw. Emmitt Smith knew how to hit them holes. He knew how to not get hit, Greg. He only got hit hard one time on a screen pass. But if you've never seen Emmitt Smith get hit, nobody really just connect on. I'm talking about, I've seen that one game when he got hit, but that was on a pass. But Emmitt Smith did everything well. I'm gonna step in, and since you ain't got to be a homer, I'm gonna give Emmitt his shine. He wasn't better than Barry, but Emmitt did all the other stuff better.
Yeah,
give him that. No, give him that.
So we got two more.
Okay,
I'm gonna give him a chance on this one and see what y'all say about Shady, LaShawn McCoy.
He was raw.
That's the debate.
He was the best running back I ever
is
seen.
he better or is he not better?
He's better because he was a big
back. Who's better? Who's better?
You said LaShawn McCoy.
I'm saying McCoy. Is McCoy better or McCaffrey?
I still say McCoy is better because
I think I might take
running in the snow. Remember, he played in Philly.
McCoy was raw.
McCoy's a dog. McCoy's a dog.
He's a dog.
This is the first one where I really feel like there is a debate, like a real debate, because I feel like for this one it's a pick your poison.
That's why I put him in there. Yeah, because for me,
I love Shady
McCoy, because you got to throw this in there too. McCaffrey's offense is schemed up for him.
Yeah,
it's schemed for him, whereas these other running backs I named, the offense weren't schemed for them. They just were good in that offense. You know what I'm saying? So there's a difference when a coach is like, okay, I'm scheming up these plays specific for McCaffrey, and other coaches are like, these are the plays I run, and this player can make it happen. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. So if you look in Architect, Young G, I advise you to look at some old school Shady McCoy highlights.
Believe me, I remember. I've watched from the time Shady got drafted to the end of his career. Like, this is why I'm saying, like, the reason why it's a debate for me is because as much as I've seen Shady do his thing, especially in, like, obviously his biggest like kind of breakout was that snow game. I think it was against the Lions or something like that. Buffalo. Buffalo. I don't know. But either way it goes, Shady was going crazy. I think he went for like 163 in the snow, which is kind of
I remember
insane.
that game.
I remember, like, and y'all watched Barry Sanders. I've never seen somebody so shifty in my life.
So why would you choose McCaffrey over him? Just asking.
Just the kind of the totality of it, because if you look at it, I'm looking at McCaffrey in Carolina too. He was that offense, and Shady, he kind of benefited of having a little bit more offensive weapons outside of just a quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Okay. McCaffrey, he kind of was Carolina for a minute.
He had Cam. Go back.
No, hear me up. But also remember, later on, Cam got hurt, Cam got traded, all this, and McCaffrey was still there doing his thing.
Granted,
McCaffrey
got traded.
McCaffrey in Carolina, he was guaranteeing you 6 to 8 games, and he was going to be out for the rest of the season.
Right.
So, But I say the main reason why was because he was the focal point. Once you see once he got to the Niners, I mean, he get nicked up here and there, but he don't really, he don't miss significant time.
For you, I'm going to put a question mark. For me and Raider Mike, that's a no.
Yeah. Okay.
And then there's one more. Derrick Henry.
Nope. Derrick Henry rushed for 2K. Any running back that rushed for 2K, you're not better than them. I don't care who you are. Don't care.
I think he's better than one dude that did 2K, though. I will say that.
Who? Chris Johnson?
Hell no.
I'm about to say, not Chris Johnson.
Not Chris Johnson.
I think he's better than Jamal Lewis, though.
I don't know.
I forgot Jamal Lewis even.
Jamal Lewis was pretty
good.
He
ran for 2K. He played for.
That was a straight bulldozer. That was
did he do that for the Browns, or did he do that for the
Ravens?
The Ravens.
I remember he played for the Browns too.
He was basically he is a linebacker, fucking playing running back, man. He had no shake, no shimmy.
He said
the Ravens had a good ass line. He was a big ass fast dude. Couldn't catch a pass to save his life. But
Jonathan running behind Jonathan Ogden. Shit.
Yeah, so
wait.
With that being said,
Jamal Lewis was 250.
He's a big dude. He's big as hell, man.
5'11", 250. Shit.
So with that said, pretty much we got 20 no's on that. So that wouldn't put him in the top 20. Now, just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna go a little bit outside of the top 20 and see if y'all think he's better than a couple of these. Like Architect, you wouldn't know this one, but Raider Mike, I would say Roger Craig.
No. Oh, he's the one. He caught 1,000 and rushed for 1,000 for the Niners, right?
Yeah, right. Roger Craig was good.
Yeah, he was number 33 on the Niners.
No.
Okay, so that would be a no. I would say no also.
Yeah.
Curtis Martin.
No.
He played for the Jets and the Pats.
Yeah, how do you even have Curtis Martin in the top? Shit, Curtis Martin was the quietest.
Right. The running backs I named was good. Shit.
All of them was good. That's why I know. I know.
What about Jerome Bettis?
The bus?
Honestly,
I only caught the tail end
to get you them yards when you need it.
I only caught the tail end of Jerome Bettis, so I'd probably from what I don't know. I don't know about that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we start teetering right now on this one.
Jerome Bettis could catch the ball out the backfield. He would get you them tough
Jerome
yards.
Bettis was he wasn't shifty though. He was more so.
No, he wasn't shifty. He was downhill. Jerome Bettis was strictly
the bus.
Downhill. And there's other running backs. I don't know who if you haven't forgotten about.
Oh, here's an interesting one about a fellow 49er, Frank Gore.
Frank Gore third all time in rushing.
I'm just saying, Frank Gore third all time in rushing. No.
Okay, so what about Priest Holmes?
Priest Holmes was raw.
I said Priest Holmes had a stretch. Priest Holmes was
raw motherfucker, man.
Yeah,
he wasn't better than Priest Holmes. Priest Holmes just had injuries at the end, but as far as when he was healthy,
Priest Holmes was a dog. I remember watching him.
Oh, here's an interesting one. This will be last. No, two more. This is the second to last. Amon Green.
He was a dog.
I don't really remember much of him.
Yeah,
you don't remember Amon Green was
I remember he played for the Packers. I remember
he was Green.
Amon Green was raw. So that's why I say
Seattle. You didn't go to Seattle, not Sean Alexander. But what other running back that played for Seattle? He was good. No, Sean Alexander was good until
Sean Alexander won a goddamn MVP. Shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was good. We didn't mention him or the other running back that played for Seattle, Kurt Warner.
Oh yeah, Kurt. Well, they didn't put Kurt in here because Kurt's career is so damn short.
Yeah, it still was short, but I mean, if you want to.
What about Chris Johnson?
Hell no.
No. Now just think if Napoleon Kaufman would have played longer. What could he have looked like?
Oh no, Poe. Yeah, so I would say McCaffrey he's in the top 25 of all time because he's teetering around 23, 24, 25. Around that. He ain't nowhere.
He's good though, but McCaffrey is good. He's good.
First and foremost, he ain't number one at all.
Who said that? Who said that?
Yeah.
That coworker who happened to be the other skin color, you know what I'm saying?
Well, what crack he was smoking, I want some of it.
Hey, but I will say, like, because
don't
my
want
original
Gregory, I'll
argument for
salute some of
this
that.
was my original argument for this of what I thought it was going to be. I was like, oh, as far as like being a multifaceted back, you know, not as far as catching the
just
ball out of the backfield too.
We talking about the
Because
best running
no,
back.
but then you brought up a good point. You brought up Marshall Falk. Marshall Falk is probably one of the best pass catching running backs that I've seen.
He might be the best all around.
Yeah,
I think
like
the
you know what I'm
best.
saying?
Well, no, the best. What are you talking about? The best all around running back?
All
Falk?
around, yeah.
Yeah, catching and running.
I would say so.
I
'Cause
don't-
that was going to be my argument for Christian McCaffrey. The fact that
Yeah.
he can do both
No,
so
Marshall
well.
Falk. I will agree with you on that because Marshall Falk used to line up wide and catch post patterns for
I
touchdowns.
was saying Marshall Falk was catching fades. And he was the first one.
Post patterns and fades. I've seen him catch a post pattern against the 49ers, and he may be. But if you want to say who's the best running back, I'm talking about total out of everything is Walter Payton. I'm talking about out of everything that you do well. I'm talking about he did everything well. He just cut the bullshit. He could catch, he could throw, he could run, he could block. Walter Payton did everything good. He wasn't better than Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders to me is still the best. Jim Brown is the toughest running back ever. And nobody give no argument about that.
Yeah.
Would you say McCaffrey is better than Fred Taylor?
Who? Fred Taylor. Oh, we forgot about Fred Taylor was raw. Fred Taylor was nice.
Fred Taylor was raw as hell, man.
He wasn't better than Fred Taylor.
He's not better than him.
No, we can't just see, and it's not like we're trying to be biased and that. It's
I'm
just
just no. These are like legitimate questions.
It's
like,
the truth facts. Just because we black, that doesn't. It's just this is the.
I'm
truth.
just saying,
it's a
pure
position.
running back.
Pure
we
running
talking
back.
about running back, pure running back. No, I mean McCaffrey is nice though. I like McCaffrey
because that's another thing. If you want to get into just all around, we talk about Marshall Falk. Shit, what about Marcus Allen? He probably was the best all around.
All around. I forgot about Marcus Allen was all around too. So him, Marshall Falk, Walter Payton, Emmitt Smith,
Tiki Barber.
Those are the best four all around. No. LaDainian Tomlinson. Tomlinson.
Yeah,
that's 5. You got to put him. He's got to be in there.
Well, safe to say,
nice.
Safe to say, your coworker was wrong.
Yeah, he was real wrong. He was
safe to say.
Yeah, easy.
But, you don't get no debate with me on that. You don't get no argument. All the ones you named, there's no way I could put. I like McCaffrey. I think he's a good running back.
And there's more, like you said.
There's still more.
We didn't talk about Shaun Alexander. We didn't talk about who else he said.
We could go to Chuck. You could go to Chuck Muncie.
I'm gonna throw this one out there. I'm gonna throw this out there because
you could go to Chuck Muncie, William Andrews.
That's what I'm saying. It was a lot. It's a lot.
There's so many running backs. Oh, what about Herschel Walker? When he was healthy.
Yep. Oh, tiptoeing Herschel.
Wilbert Montgomery. It was so many. There's so many running. Wilbert Montgomery was raw. Wendell Tyler would have been raw if he could hold on to the ball a little bit more.
What about Buddy who played for the Rams after
Steven Jackson?
Steven Jackson.
Oh, Steven Jackson was good too. We forgot about him. He was good.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot, man.
There's a lot.
Man. That's just the way it is. That's something that is something that you
again, we're talking about
that's a position that we'll never get chopped on.
That's what I'm saying. There's something for me where I can't even entertain somebody who says he's top 10. I'm like, bro, you got to get to the 20s and down near the 30s, man. But he in there, but he's good. He's good, man.
I give him that.
He is good. I'll give McCaffrey that. I like McCaffrey. Nice.
In all honesty, by the end
I liked him at Stanford.
By the end of his career, do you think they'll give him that nod?
No.
I think they'll
They can't because
a gold
this
jacket.
is the other thing that happens, right?
Oh, a gold jacket. He'll get a gold. He'll possibly get a gold jacket
if he stays healthy. You got to realize once the players start hearing that shit about him being the greatest or in that realm, defenses will make it a point to put it on them a little extra because the players don't like that shit. One thing I'm noticing about all these podcasts and stuff like that, these players, their true feelings will start coming out. And when they start to try to elevate somebody that the players don't think should be elevated over certain people, they're like, oh, okay. That's what y'all think, huh? All right, we got a little something special for him. So they can do it if they want to. They can be just like this white cornerback that's coming out from Iowa this year.
Cooper DeJean.
They're trying to elevate
I
him.
want to see
like
him play corner because they already got him marked as a safety. I want to see him. Give him a shot. Give him a shot.
Well,
they got him marked as safety. Then he like Jason Sehorn. Jason Sehorn was nice though. Don't get me wrong. Jason Sehorn was nice for the Giants for a minute,
man. Bruh, it's genetics, man.
I know, but it was the he couldn't stay healthy.
Listen, try to pick up what I'm putting down right now.
Oh, I know it's about the genetics, Gregory.
That's what I'm saying. Our twitch muscles are different. Black people, when it comes to changing directions fast and freaking jumping fast and doing shit, that the things that's required of a freaking cornerback, they tried to have Sehorn do it. And
he tore his knee up.
The very first time that man tried to run that punt back, they tried to make him like Dion. Boom, torn ACL. Now, that's why I give McCaffrey credit, because he's a freak of nature. But he's really not, because this is the thing. That man's grandfather was a fucking Olympian. His grandmother was an Olympian. His dad was a good athlete. I believe his mom
was a good athlete too.
Yeah, the mom was good.
The whole family is just,
No, he come from generations. I think his granddaddy was that dude running track in the movie Get Out. Nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you remember when he was running? That movie, I was like, what the hell? They even took the brain, took the black man's brain. I was like, what the hell? You seen that movie? Oh, so you seen that too? And the white lady she had the black young dude stood laying it down on her. And then the light went off, and he said, "Oh, that fool snapped back into place." Remember that?
Yeah, man.
That movie was crazy.
Hey, he's a very talented dude, man, and
no, for sure.
Really, I'm hoping he stays healthy for his career to see what he look like. Man.
I'll give him this. Like this generation, he's a top running back of this era.
Yeah, he's one of them. Shit.
Yeah. I'll give him this era, you know what I'm saying? But as far as all time, nah.
Yeah. So, all right, man. With that being said, we're going to, knock it down. Next week, we got a bigger week. We're going to pick the games. We're going to talk a little Super Bowl hype, a little hoopla, and get ready to pick the big game. But, for now.
Where's the party at and see who wears the party.
Yeah. That's going to be it for this week. So I'm going to let everybody sign off.
It's your boy Raider Mike signing off. We'll see what happens. We'll see what the picks is next week. Won't be no surprise.
It's your boy, the Young Architect, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in as always. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all next week.
Yes, indeed. And Big G's about to sign off. You know what I'm saying? Like, share, subscribe, and join us when we get it in next Wednesday, hopefully. But if I have another basketball game to attend, it might be Thursday. And by the way, congratulations to those Insnell Jet girls. You know what I mean? 7-0 in league, and I believe they won 5 or 6 in a row. You know what I mean? Got it going on.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Till next time. Peace. 2 fingers.